in the shadow of a weathered oak where the creek bends low and wide. I drop my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind since that hat walked away with her. Won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free, since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That hat walked away with my love, left the rest to me. Down by the creek, where the willow weeps and moans, I found an old scarf, your color lost and alone, tangled in the brush, like my fingers through your hair, in that empty bed by the window, where we laid our love bare. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had to the stars up above. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting in dreams where you still sweet. Once there was laughter in the dust of that old porch, now it's just footprints faded where we used to hold a torch. The oak tree stands witness to the vow softly spoken. Now I ride these trails alone with a heart forever broken. Oh, how the whispering wind under the free and roving sun. But at the fall of dusk, your shadow comes undone, riding past our empty cabin on that gravel road to nowhere. I reckon love's a journey with its share of wear and tear. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had and the pain of letting go. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting away from dreams I can't keep. So I'll ride till the sun dips and the plains call me to rest in the heart of the valley where we once loved best. And though this bed is empty and the trail's end is nigh, in the whispers of the prairie I find your soft sigh. In the shadow of an oak, under skies of white and blue, I carved our names, wild hearts untamed, in a town we once knew. With laughter in our echoes and dreams in our gaze, lies a rickety porch where we danced away those days. Oh, hollow heart carved in the bark of time's relentless sway, each passing breeze whispers your name as the stars fade into gray. Where did you go, my sunset glow, when the night refused to end? These empty trails and whispered tales keep you close, my lost friend. Now the porch swings, sways silent, with a creak that sounds like cries, and the dust on that old gravel road no longer hears our lies. The cabin by the river stands lonesome, stands so cold, just like my heart since your warmth chose to fold. Oh, hollow heart carved in the bark of time's relentless sway, each passing breeze whispers your name as the stars fade into gray. Where did you go, my sunset glow, when the night refused to end? These empty trails and whispered tales keep you close, my lost friend. By the rusted gate I pause and wait, hoping winds might bring a scent of your sweet perfume, or the soft song we would sing. But silence weighs on my spurs and hat, just shadows in the rain. A cowboy lost in memories, riding through his pain. Oh, hollow heart carved with each beat it parts from what it's meant to hold. These hills echo the sorrow of a tale too often told, drifting like a tumbleweed where wild rivers bend. In every setting sun I see you, my lost friend. Forever you, my lost friend. In the quiet town of Rye, where the oak trees touch the sky, I met you wild in spring's embrace, beneath that endless dome. Your laughter mixed with wind on the porch where we'd spin tales of dreams woven in the golden loom, where our hearts called home. Rye bleeds under the setting sun, colors fade on what we've done. The scarf you left still smells of rain and days now long gone by. My heart rides gravel roads alone, past cabins empty, love unthrown. Whispers haunt the prairie winds where your shadow lies. Those trails grew over once we roamed, with every sunset further thrown. Your eyes like dusk stole away, with secrets unconfessed. The saddle empty by the door, dusty boots don't tread no more on floorboards that still creak beneath the weight of my unrest. Rye bleeds under the setting sun, colors fade on what we've done. The scarf you left still smells of rain and days now long gone by. My heart rides gravel roads alone, past cabins empty, love unthrown. Whispers haunt the prairie winds where your shadow lies. Now under stars that we once named, the oaks still stand but bear the shame. A silent witness says to the cost of loving wild and free. In every grain of rye that weeps, in dreams disturbed from peaceful sleep, I find the ghost of you entwined in every part of me. Rye bleeds under the setting sun, colors mourn what we've become. The scarf you left now threadbare gray, a symbol of our past. My heart rides gravel roads alone, past memories to which I'm prone. Whispers turn to silence in the echo of your laugh. So here's to Rye, where love once bloomed, in the shadow of an empty room, where dust now settles soft and sad like snow upon the moors. Rye bleeds and so do I, under vast unyielding skies, forever bound to roam a land that's yours and yours alone. On the shadow of an old oak tree, where we carved our name so wild and free, the land stretches out like the sorrows I found in the quiet towns where our dreams were bound. There's a scarf you left on the weathered porch rail, flutters like a ghost in the cold north gale. Storm tied down in the folds of your scarf, every gust winds ache around my heart. Raindrops fall like the tears I've known on the lonely trails where you've gone and flown. Storm tied down but the whispers of the past, bound to a love that was built to last. Walk these roads, dust stirs beneath my boots, past empty cabins with their silence disputes. The sunset bleeds like it knows my mind, over gravel roads to the life I left behind. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, now it's just shadows it with me right. Storm tied down in the folds of your scarf, every gust winds the ache around my heart. Raindrops fall like the tears I've known on the lonely trails where you've gone and flown. Storm tied down, but the skies they never clear. Holding on to a ghost I can't have near. By the creek where the cottonwoods sigh, I remember the stars that filled our sky. Was it the land or was it me that turned you loose, set you free? Now every whispering wind through the grass is a soft, sad song of the love that couldn't last. Storm tied down, oh my heart's wrapped in chains, every memory soaked with the prairie rains. I'll ride this land where the wild winds blow, holding on to a ghost I can't let go. Storm tied down like the echo of your laugh, a cowboy's tale scattered like chaff.
On the outskirts of a dream, by the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythms of your grace, but it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. And oh, how the prairies remember us, every laugh woven through the grass, every teardrop of rain turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills where once our dreams did soar, I find solace in the silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything.
Out by the bend of the Willow Creek, where shadows whisper and the oak trees speak, found a rusty locket in the mud so deep, a relic of what I couldn't keep. The cold wind hums her sweet old tune under the mournful prairie moon. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track. She's a memory I can't win back. The cabin's empty on Mockingbird Hill. Her scarf still hangs on the old coat rack, so still. The porch where we danced is worn and gray. Time took our names and dreams away. The gravel road where we used to stride, now just a path where my sorrows hide. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track. She's a memory I can't win back. In the silence of the falling rain, I reckon love's like the fleeting train. Tracks lead somewhere, but they're just cold steel. They don't feel the fire that a heart can feel. So I'll drop this locket in the river wide, let it drift where lost things abide. That rusty locket in my breaking heart. In the twilight of love we drift apart. Dusty trails and an endless track. With every sunset I feel her laugh. And like the sun dips low out of view, I'm a shadow waiting, missing you.
In the whisper of the oak trees by the soft creek's bend, there's an old porch where the shadows like to play. Through a cracked frame, listen, where our summer days were penned. I see your scarf dance with the breeze as if to say, oh, the winds they hold your laughter, and the dust your gentle steps. The sunsets bleed like my heart across the endless sky. In this lonely silent picture where my ragged soul has wept, I'm just a shadow lingering where old memories lie. Gravel roads grew quiet, the cabin doors stand shy of the laughter and the warmth we left behind. And that old saddle beside me knows how hard I've tried to ride beyond the past, your face in every mile I find. Oh, the rains, they know the heartbreak on the window pane they write.
Each droplet spells the pain under this lonesome grave. In the silence of the fading trails, I lose you every night, but find you in the dawn's mist, where dreams refuse to stay. There's a truth in the torment, and peace in the plight, under stars that watch over the plains. As I lay me down by the firelight's glow, it's your whisper in the flicker, the softest echo, in the crackle of the flames. So the winds will carry stories of a love not meant to tether. The dust will cover trails where we once walked side by side. In the heart of every sunset, we are whispering together. In a world that keeps turning, I'll keep you here inside. Oh, in a world that keeps on turning, I'll hold you deep inside.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken. Beneath its boughs a heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight, memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf a faded red against the bark in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers, echo in my pains. Years roll like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds the ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light, memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers, calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf a relic of a past so stark in the quiet town now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The oak tree whispers, lost in time's embrace.
In the gray dawn where the oak trees whisper, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing. Ghosts of laughter in the chilly air linger as the cold morning listen to my heart sing. Every creaking board a story of footfalls, you dancing barefoot, soft smiles and rainfall. Oh, cold morning heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. Now the town sleeps under veils of silence, gravel roads where the scars of our rides. The old cabin stands bare in defiance, but inside the emptiness a part of me died. The hearth cold, no fire to confess to, only dust motes dance where love once knew. A cold morning heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. So I whisper to the breeze, tell her my fears under vast, unyielding and different skies. She carries my words like forgotten years to where the horizon of your absence lies. Oh, cold morning heard my silent weeping, each teardrop caught in the beard of time. No more secrets, just the stars keeping watch over a cowboy's lonesome rhyme, riding trails that fade with the dying light. Cold morning listening took you from my side. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rye grows, I first saw her silhouette as the sunset glows. Her laughter tangled in the breeze, sweet as falling rain, every whispered secret bound to the golden grain. I rode through the heart of my dusty trails, underneath the starlit sky where the lone wolf wails. Every mile I travel, every road I roam, brings me back to where we were, but it ain't my home. Now the cabin's empty where we used to dance, floorboards creak with memories, in the shadows glance. The oak tree's grown taller, stands alone against the wind, where a scarf caught on the branches, where our love had been. I rode through the heart of my dusty trail, underneath the starlit sky where the lone wolf wails. Every town's just echoes of her laughter's tune, every sunset's colder under the same old moon. On this old porch I sat, hat pulled down low, gravel roads keep calling, but there's nowhere left to go. Guess the heart finds solace where the lost dreams lie, in the whispers of the rye fields under vast unending sky.
where I rode through the dreams where we once lay, through the paths grown over where I lost my way. With each town behind me, her memory fades to blue, where I rode through my heart and I rode on too.
Beneath the boughs of an old oak tree, where the shadows mix with light, that's where I felt your hand in mine in the coolness of the night. We watched the stars play hide and seek on that worn out wooden swing. The wind whispered through the town about the love that spring would bring. Timeless road flew with dreams we made underneath that endless sky. Now I roam through silent shades where our echoes bid goodbye. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, but my heart can't seem to fold on this timeless road where memories hold. You're the story left untold. Stands, but you've gone away. The door creaks along with each sway. Gravel roads where we once walked, now just paths where shadows talk. Your scarf still hangs by the porch's side, faded now like the tears I've cried. The rains came down, washed tracks away, left me here with the dust to lay. Timeless road flew with dreams we made underneath that endless sky. Now I roam silent shades where our echoes bid goodbye. The saddle's worn, the trail's gone cold, but my heart can't seem to fold on this timeless road where memories hold. You're the story left untold. But some looks never fade away. I journey on through dusk's embrace, searching still for that sweet grace. Timeless road flew with dreams we made, love once burned beneath the stars. Now I walk this path alone, guided by the night's old scars. The saddle's torn, my heart's outworn, yet in dreams you're last reborn on this timeless road where I roam forlorn. Part of me will always mourn.
Underneath the old oak shade, where our dreams first found their feet, we carved our names wild and free in the heart of a summer's heat. Your scarf that danced upon the breeze like a soft and subtle plea. In that dusty town where the wagon stood, but now it's just a memory. Oh, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the whispers of the trees. The wagon walked away, my love,
and took all my dreams. Now the porch swings alone, the echoes of your laughter gone. Saddles gather dust where our tales were spun from dusk till dawn. The cabin stands empty where once the candlelight warmly played. On the trail we walk now, just a fading, jaded, lonely shade. Yes, the wagon walked away with the sunset in its wheels, leaving shadows long and gray, and this heart that never heals. Every gravel road whispers your name through the silence of the breeze. The wagon walked away, my love, and left me on my knees. In the hush of the rain, I feel you close like whispers of the past. Every drop of memory's ghost and a love that couldn't last. I roam these wild lands beneath skies vast and deep, searching for my heart in the promises you couldn't keep. So the wagon walked away under skies turning bleak. My tears mix with the dust and the words I cannot speak. Every sunset burns red like the scars you left behind. The wagon walked away, my love, and peace I cannot find. Screen fades to the cowboy silhouette against the fading light. Hello as the last note of his ballad drifts in the twilight. In the gray dawn's light, 'neath the old oak shade, I found the scarf you wore, now ghostly gray. It whispered of that spring by the creek we lay, where promises were carved in the cold morning May. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. I walk these dusty trails with your memory in tow, past the cabin's empty shell where the wild roses grow. Gravel roads stretch like the regrets I've come to own, leading to nowhere but the echoes of our lone shadow. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. Saddles worn and leather cracked just like my weathered skin. Each line a story, a loss of the love I couldn't win. On this old porch I sit as the sun dips to give in. Nights blanket comes to cover all my sins. Oh, how the winds they whisper of what might have been. Softly they mourn with me for a love so serene. Cold morning carved in my soul, where your warmth has been. I'm left holding memories in the silence of this dream. And as the stars look down, I'm a shadow fading thin in a world that keeps turning without you. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, along on the gravel road, I found her scarf, a splash of red, against the earth we once roamed, beneath the wide and whispering sky, where secrets softly spoke. We carved our names on the old porch wood, in hearts we thought won't grow. Oh, but memory turned cold as the sun dips low, leaving shadows where once there was fire. The wind's a cruel keeper of the tales we told, and the chill grips tighter my lonesome desire. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone, like the laughter we once knew, and the trails overgrown where we used to roam, under skies of endless blue. Her gentle whisper in the breeze now just echoes through the pines. I walk these roads alone at dusk, with her memory entwined. Yes, memory turned cold as the stars take hold, silent as the dust settles down. The rain washes tracks I once followed bold, now just pathways to a ghost of a town. Sometimes in the quiet, I swear I hear the soft creak of that porch, her voice so near, a spectral dance, a fleeting glance of what can no longer be, an echo of the love lost slipped from me. So memory stays cold as the night grows old, and I whisper her name to the stars. The land holds tight to the love we sold, just a cowboy, his guitar and the scars. Silent as the dust where our dreams fell bold, just a cowboy, his guitar and the scars. In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers float, I first saw her wild hair in the sun's retiring glare. We danced on creaking boards neath the porch of weathered lore, her laughter twining through like the breeze in twilight's hue. Unspoken words watch me leave in the dust of twilight's eve, A scarf she wore, now part of the core of the saddle I used to greet. As the sun bids goodbye in the vast regretful sky, her memory's a ghost on this endless lonesome coast. Years flew like the storm that paints the desert north, from bustling towns to silent nights under the cold, distant lights. The cabin empty sighs, and in its corners my heart lies. But time washed away the dreams like pebbles in mountain stream. Unspoken words watched me leave, in the rain that night did weep. The scarf she wore lay on the cabin floor where my hopes began to cleave. As the wind whispers low through the valleys I once known, her touch a fleeting trace in the chill of empty space. And the roads they twist and turn, each with a lesson stern. To right is to wrong in a world that's just foam, on the sea of grass and stone where my heart finds its own. Unspoken words watch me leave as I held my breath to grieve. A scarf she wore, now frayed and torn in the dreams I still believe. With every setting sun, my wandering heart's undone. A cowboy rides alone with his heart forever thrown. So let the sunsets glow, tell the tales of woe, of a cowboy's lone ride with his memories as his guide. Unspoken words, like birds, fly away into the skies, and under the vast starlit night, a lone heart quietly lies.
Out by Willow Creek, under the shade of an ancient oak, I carved our names inside a heart, a sacred vow I spoke. The sun danced through the leaves on your scarf, it caught a gleam. That summer by the creek side, now just a faded dream. Oh, the creek watched me leave, with dust on my boots and pain I couldn't relieve. Whispers in the wind, your laughter haunting me, echoes of what used to be. The creek watched me leave. Seasons turned the pages, old porches fell to time. The road we walked is overgrown with wildflowers and thyme. Where once our love burned bright, now only shadows move. In the silence of the empty cabins, I still search for you. Oh, the creek watched me leave, with dust on my boots and a sorrow I couldn't weave. The rustling of the leaves, like soft words from thee, echoes of what used to be. The creek watched me leave. There's a lonesome feeling, riding trails that turn to mist. Every sunset bleeds a color I try hard to resist. This saddle knows my burden, this path knows my cost. Every mile I'm further from the love I've lost. Oh, the creek watched me leave, with dust on my boots, under skies that grieve, holding on to a memory as the world lets go with ease, haunted by the echo. The creek watched me leave. Darkness takes the valley, and I whisper to the breeze, love's a tale for younger hearts, let mine at last find peace. Dust rises with my parting as the stars begin to weave. Only the creek remembers, and it watched me leave.
In the shadow of an oak, near the creek where whispers float, a fire crackles its lonely sparks, drift to skies remote. Beneath that ancient tree, she carved her name next to mine, now just ghostly letters faded by the cruel hands of time. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear, each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near, under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam. I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. The old porch creaks, empty like the echoes of my heart. Gravel roads stretch far, leading ever from where we part. The scarf still lies upon my saddle, frayed and pale like the trails we rode now. Dusty stories, old and stale. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear, each ember's a tear falling where I once held her near, under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam. I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. Rain taps on cabin roofs like soft words unsaid, each drop a memory of the love that softly bled. In the heart of the whispering winds, her laughter finds me still, but it's just a fleeting sound, a chill upon the hill. Lonely fire drifts, and with each spark that dies a piece of my soul sighs into the heavenly skies, where rivers sing and mountains know her name. I'll wander lost yet found in the embers of the flame. Lonely fire drifts, and I'm drifting too, forever in this game.
where the oak tree shadow, the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, faded but bold, beneath the stars where our whispers once danced. An empty cabin recalls how we changed. A sunset bleeds red just like my old heart. In those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter has faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your sin lingers there. The path we walked, overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all. The campfire forgot, but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stays. Out by the willow where the creek used to sing, I carved our names in the bark of an old oak tree. The sun dipped low like it knew we had dreams. Now it's just shadows and whispers and a cool evening breeze. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Gravel roads echo where your laughter once flowed, an empty saddle and our dreams now foreclosed. Rain taps like fingers on a lonely window pane, whispering secrets of a love that waned. Memory as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I reckon time's a thief in a ceaseless ride. But every star up there is a story we told, burning bright but oh, growing cold. Memory drifts and I'm left here to stand with nothing but your shadow slipping through my hand. Those fading trails, they still call my name, but darling, without you it just ain't the same. Yes, memory drifts and I reckon it's time to ride into that sunset where our old love still shines.